Happening now, formal charges lodged in a fatal drive-by shooting in Jamestown, the latest in this case. And we hear why a program that combats zombie properties across Chautauqua County is seeking $1 million. Plus, the Jamestown Red Raider Marching Band, they're hosting a community showcase for their upcoming season tonight. We have an exclusive look ahead of the performance.
Live and on demand, this is WNY News Now.
Thank you for joining us for WNY News Now. I'm Justin Gould. Those stories and more are coming up, but first, formal charges have been filed in connection with a fatal drive-by shooting in Jamestown 1 week ago. With one suspect jailed, the other released from police custody due to the state's bail reform law. Investigators with the Jamestown Police Department first arrested 32-year-old Joseph Fontez Walker and 22-year-old Kevin Roland Pantanos on Monday. Officers said that 35-year-old Jesus Bartez Perez was killed, another man hurt during a drive-by shooting in the area of 850 Prendergast Avenue last Friday at this time. A black four-door Toyota sedan, which officers have located prior to the men's arrest, was identified as the suspect vehicle here. Now, even though that pair have not directly been charged in connection with the shooting, the Chautauqua County District Attorney now did place formal charges against them. Roland Pajantos was charged with second-degree criminal possession of a weapon, a violent felony count, as well as tampering with physical evidence. Meanwhile, Fontez Walker faces charges of a lesser account of possession of a weapon and tampering with evidence. Now, while Roland Pajanos was held in Chautauqua County Jail on $2,000 bail, Fontez Walker released from custody because his charges did not qualify to be held on bail. A Chautauqua County Sheriff's K-9 and his partner were commended this week for their efforts to safely locate a missing girl. The Jamestown legislator and the Chautauqua County government, Billy Torres, delivered this honor to them this week at the legislature meeting in Mayville for K-9 Link and Deputy Chad Wright. On Wednesday, August 17th, a 6-year-old girl was reported missing from her home near Finley Lake. Now, following an hours-long search, the deputy and K-9 located her about a half a mile away from her home.
This is just a representation of the people that were involved. If you pulled up at that scene, you would have seen people all over the place. While Deputy Wright and K-9 Link were the ones who located the girl, it was really a team effort.
Now, Sheriff Jim Quattrone there went on to thank all those involved, including the area search teams, firefighters, county EMS crews, and New York State Forest Rangers. Certainly great job to Link and his partner. Well, a Cayentone man was charged with driving while intoxicated after sheriff's deputies said he crashed his vehicle into a ravine in the town of Poland last night. The Chautauqua County Sheriff's Office reporting that this single vehicle accident happened just before 10 o'clock on Quaint Road in the town of Poland. First responders located 33-year-old Andrew Baker down in a ravine about 50 feet off the roadway there. Following an investigation, it's alleged that Baker drove drunk. He was arrested and charged with felony DWI, among other violations you see listed on the screen. Deputies said there were no injuries, thankfully, as a result of this crash. Well, here in Jamestown, organizers with the Chautauqua County Landbank, they addressed Jamestown City Council earlier this week with a big ask, asking for $1 million in American Rescue Act fund to show and also showcased where they have been standing now after 10 years of service to the community. Our Bronson Rasmussen joining us live now with more on this really a massive ask here today, Bronson.
Justin, while the Landbank operates across Chautauqua County to fight cases of blight, they spend over half of their time within the city of Jamestown.
Primarily, our mission is to help fight issues of blight in the communities around the county. We work very, very closely with all the municipalities. I would say that I probably spend about 65% of my time with the city of Jamestown and probably another 30% of my time with the city of Dunkirk.
In the past 10 years alone, Landbank Executive Director Gina Paradis explains that the Landbank has made a considerable stake in the city of Jamestown.
Over the last 10 years, we have invested over $11 million into the city of Jamestown.
One major commitment the Landbank has done is demolition, an act that is costly but is also a necessity.
We put $2.7 million into the demolition of almost 100 homes in Jamestown over the past 10 years. We know that there's a glut of structurally unsound and blighted properties that need to come down. They need to come down for safety reasons. They need to come down to keep the taxpayers' dollars down and trying to deal with the types of illicit activities that are attracted and the fire and safety hazards that come with these derelict properties.
In the end, the Chautauqua County Land Bank is looking for $1 million in ARPA monies to fund a slew of programs over a 4-year time period.
Housing is a very, very expensive thing to intervene in. We've got critical issues throughout the county, and it's very, very difficult for municipalities to have the resources, much less the land bank.
Of the programs the Land Bank has launched, one is the Hands-On Neighborhoods program, which is only a shell of what it is supposed to be. Live in the newsroom, Bronson Rasmussen, WNY News Now.
A beloved summertime tradition is returning to northern Chautauqua County this weekend. The village of Fredonia's Farm Festival is back in the downtown area this summer after 2 years being held outside of its home. The festivities kicked off at noon today in Barker Commons and will continue until a closing parade on Sunday. Craft and food vendors, live music, kids entertainment, and a 5K run are just some of the activities that will be taking place. Festival Chairman Mark Mackey explains to us what it means to have this event finally back in downtown Fredonia.
But it is the Fredonia Farm Festival. It's been the Fredonia Farm Festival for 54 years. And it belongs downtown. That's where it should be, and it's great to be back.
Now, a full schedule of activities at the Farm Festival is posted online at fredoniafarmfest.org. Certainly, they're dodging a couple of showers out there I saw this morning from our video Dakota. Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter joining us in studio with a full look at our weather forecast. It seems to be kind of that case of the measles across the area with the showers.
Exactly. That's going to be how it's going to be today. Scattered showers and thunderstorms are going to be developing, so it's going to be kind of hit or miss. Some of you will see some of you will not. That's how it's going to work today. Now, the Erie Bayfront camera, we were watching these cameras yesterday for the Tall Ships of Erie parade that went through here yesterday. And of course, you know, our good friends at Erie News Now were right on top of that, covering that all afternoon long. And man, they did a fantastic job with the coverage on that. And here's the showers and thunderstorms moving across the region right now. Notice a couple lightning strikes within it. This is what's moving across Fredonia and Dunkirk, the North County right now. Notice a few showers starting to peek into Erie County, but there actually is a low-end marginal risk, a level 1 out of 5 for at least a couple of stronger thunderstorms, mainly across the eastern southern tier through this afternoon and through this evening. So again, we'll watch those storms, and the main threats with those would mainly be heavy rain and gusty winds. 80 and 62 was the high and low, 93 and 34 are the records. So through the afternoon, just lots of clouds, occasional showers and thunderstorms. A couple of them could pack a punch, and it will be humid, 75 to 83. But if you like the heat, we're cranking it up as we go into next week. We'll talk about it with the Ultimate Satellite Solutions 7-day forecast later in the show, Justin.
Good news for the summer lovers out there, Dakota. Thank you very much. As we continue, the numbers are in. A look at the statistics now surrounding traffic-related death and what's being done to increase safety on the roads. And later, New York State now accepting applications to open their first legal recreational marijuana shops. Stay with us. WNY News Now has a lot more to tell you about.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
Hey ladies, are you looking for a fun night out on the town this fall? We have the event for you. Join Collaborative Children's Solutions as we celebrate the women of our community during a special Ladies Red Carpet Gala. Grab your friends and fanciest clothes for a night of dancing at the Northwest Arena in Jamestown, New York. There will be dessert and a cash bar. All proceeds directly benefit Collaborative Children's Solutions. Learn more at ccsolutions716.com.
Stay fire safe this summer. Only use grills outdoors, away from siding and deck railings. Clean grills often and remove grease or fat buildup. Make sure your gas grill lid is open before lighting. Have a 3-foot safe zone around grills and campfires. Keep kids and pets clear of the area. Dispose of coals after they cool in a metal can. Never leave grills, fire pits, and patio torches unattended. Learn more at usfa.fema.gov.
Brought to you by the Chautauqua Safety Village and the Jamestown Fire Department.
When severe weather breaks, one team has you covered, tracking the storms as they happen. Catch your First Defense forecast daily on WNY News Now.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer, plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
Looking for a fair and honest auto mechanic? Look no further than DeWyas Auto Service. Located at 140 Main Street in Randolph, our family-owned business is ready for all of your automotive needs. From general service to more complex repairs, count on DeWyas Auto to keep you on the road. We not only keep your cars running smoothly, but also looking great with our expert detailing crew. Send us a message on Facebook or call us today at 716-358-2292 to set up an appointment. DeWyas Auto Service. Fair, honest, and the best prices guaranteed.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
A 23-year-old Clymer man is accused of insurance fraud. New York State Police, along with the State Department of Financial Services, investigated Colt Miller following a reported car accident back in January. Troopers found that accident, in which Miller filed a claim with his insurance company, actually happened back in November of 2021. As a result, Miller was paid over $3,000. And early estimates from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration show that traffic fatalities are on pace for a 12-year high. Officials recently released its early estimates for fatalities for the first quarter of this year. They're estimating that just under 10 per 1,000 people died in motor vehicle crashes during that time period, which is about an increase of 7% compared to the first quarter of 2021.
With questions associated to it, videos where we explain the dangers of drunk driving. The same with distracted driving, winter driving. We have entire lessons devoted solely to those subjects because it's so important to learn them properly.
Now, if the early estimates by the group are accurate, it would be the highest first quarter traffic fatality report since 2002. And a Buffalo Bill kicker known as the punt god, who led San Diego State to a record-setting season before being drafted by the team, has been accused in a civil lawsuit of gang raping a teenager at an off-campus party last fall. The suit, which was filed in San Diego court, accuses Matt Aranza and his other teammates of spiking a 17-year-old girl's drink at a Halloween party before then raping her. The plaintiff, who's now 18, has been identified as a Jane Doe because she was underage at the time. No arrests have been made by San Diego police, and they've not publicly identified any suspects yet. And New York State has begun to accept applications to open its first legal recreational marijuana shop, taking a novel approach by reserving the first initial roughly 150 retail dispensary license for folks with a past pot conviction. The application process is a key step towards opening one of the country's most hotly awaited legal cannabis markets. But there's no exact date yet on when sales would begin. Officials have emphasized that they want to make sure this new industry provides the opportunity to people who bore the brunt of drug law enforcement, which fell disproportionately on Black and Latino people. And the many came out in droves yesterday evening to see the tall ships docked at Presque Isle Bay in Erie. It was quite the sight. Erie News Now's Kristen Allen was in the crowd as those ships came in and talked to many people who were excited to see history on display.
It was elbow-to-elbow excitement on Dobbin's Landing for the Parade of Sail Thursday afternoon.
We came out to see the tall ships, and I got the pirate bandana and sword for my nephew, and so I figured I'd dress up as well.
Hundreds of people looked on from land as all 7 tall ships came to port in Presque Isle Bay.
They do a fantastic job here as far as the crowd and just the show itself, and it's great to see what Erie does for this event.
For many, it was their first go-around in attending tall ships. After the festival was put on hold because of the pandemic, people traveled from all over to experience the majesty in Erie.
We've heard about this festival for quite a few years and just never came to see it. We do a little sailing in a small boat, so we just love ships.
But this crowd wasn't only excited to see the ships themselves.
I know I'm excited to see all the different rigging, the different sail patterns. I know he's excited to see the cannons.
A cannon salute from several of the ships to kick off the weekend and honor the history these 7 ships serve.
Really nice that people keep them up and train other people to sail them and present them for all the world to see. History is always important. Got to know where we've been, and it helps us to know where we're going.
Kristen Allen, Erie News Now.
Thank you, Kristen, for taking us on that tour. Really cool. Now, if you do want to check out the vessels, you have all weekend to do so. And in fact, some of them are even going to be able to take you out on the water, too. And by the way, the world's biggest rubber ducky, we talked about it earlier in the week, it's also now set up as well. Coming up next here, we take a look at this week's featured furry friend in our Pet of the Week segment as we celebrate National Dog Day. But first, Dakota returns with a full look at our weather.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
How prepared is your family if a hurricane shows up at your doorstep, or a flood, or a blizzard? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan now. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes! Make a plan today.
Calling all teachers. Get your year started off right with an evening with Gary Brooks. Come see Gary as he shares his funniest school stories and strategies to build a positive school culture. Go to reginaldaid.com for tickets and more information.
I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor.
Testicular cancer is the leading form of cancer in men aged 15 to 35.
1 in 250 men will be diagnosed with testicular cancer.
But 98% will survive if detected early.
As a survivor, I believe early detection is the key. Learn how to do a testicular self-exam and other important facts about testicular cancer at oneball4tc.com.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
Fast, accurate, and everyday. First Defense Weather.
Well, welcome back, everybody. And again, our friend Don sending us an amazing picture of one of the tall ships that was ported down at the Erie Bayfront yesterday. So thanks to Don for that picture. And Amy sending this picture in of some nice clouds over Lakewood near Wegmans yesterday. So, of course, if you have any pictures or videos of the weather, Hunters WX on Twitter, the First Defense Weather page on Facebook, and always use that hashtag MyLocalWX. And if you're a country music fan, you know this quote, "You're gone like a freight train, gone like yesterday." Montgomery Gentry. Look at the sunset times. 8 o'clock is the sunset time tonight. Look at where it's going to be by next Thursday, 7:51. We are losing almost 10 minutes of daylight over the next 7 days. And for those of you who are interested, the next time we are going to have an 8 p.m. sunset is going to be April 17th, 2023. That's 234 days from now. So the long days are gone and over with. It's 73 right now as of noon hour. A southwest wind of 13, a little light breeze, but there's that sticky, icky dew point at 66. The clouds have started to increase now as we are working into the noon hour. hour, and these clouds are going to continue along with a few showers and storms at times, but look at the humidity. We do get at least one day, one little bit of a break, then up, and away we go into early next week. I think by Monday and Tuesday, it's going to be feeling quite tropical around here. So once again, we still do have that marginal risk of at least a couple of stronger storms through the afternoon hours, mainly across the eastern southern tier. So it's mainly going to be heavy rain and strong winds is mainly going to be the main impacts. Hail threat relatively low, and no tornado threat at all with this type of setup. So here's what's going on. All these showers and thunderstorms are sparked out ahead of this front, which is moving on through, and this front is ultimately going to bring us that brief relief tomorrow. So notice the computer modeling sparking up those showers and thunderstorms through the afternoon hours today. Notice it's not widespread coverage, it's scattered, so that means it's on again, off again type of showers. We're going to keep it going into the evening hours. Then by the time we go through the overnight, those showers and storms clear out, partly to mostly cloudy tonight. Then tomorrow, the clouds move away, leading to an overall nice afternoon for Saturday. And then Sunday, the sunshine will continue, although the temperatures bump up and the humidity comes up along with that. So we start tomorrow around 59, 73 at noon, 79 at 5 o'clock with at least some sunshine. We have a dog here next 7 days, and that's coming up next. Yeah, next 7 days, powered by Ultimate Satellite Solutions. So there's the heat popping up right there as we go into early next week. And then by Wednesday and Thursday of next week, the humidity and temperatures finally come back down as we start September, Justin.
All right, Dakota, thank you very much. Well, it's my favorite segment, and they brought a floof today in an effort to help our furry friends find a forever home. We're partnered with the Chautauqua County Humane Society. Joining us, Brian Papalea, Alyssa Wright, and Rosalind today, who is a ball of energy on this National Dog Day. She's real celebrating today.
She really is. She's making the most of it. She just got a little tour of downtown Jamestown. And I'm going to say, people wonder, how a dog might do in a car.
Yeah.
She really well in the car.
She did. Yeah.
Really well in the car. She has gone on a number of expeditions, which anyone from the public can do. And she loves water.
It's okay. Oh, gosh.
She loves finding water toys.
She does.
Rosalind.
It's okay. All right. She's just so excited because she's meeting all these new people. And, I would be excited too, Rosalind. Now, you are super sweet, though. Like, sometimes you get these hyper fits and the dogs don't do well. She's not much of a biter. She's a licker, it seems.
Well, she is definitely, she needs a home without other dogs.
Yeah.
Cats, probably not a good idea, because she's got so much energy and, a little bit of a prey drive. But she definitely, is a good family dog, especially if home with teenagers. Somebody she can really get out and play with. She would definitely need enrichment because you can tell she likes to think.
I bet she'd do great with a ball. Just her atmosphere. Have you tested that out yet? Do you know if she likes?
I think most dogs like balls.
She's very calm with not calm, but she's okay with more people, so she's definitely a people dog.
If you think about, this is a small space, she's being watched by a bunch of people, and she's handling it very well. She's just investigating.
Right.
She's curious.
Right. I'm sure you smell past cats. You have a streak of them, which I wanted to talk about, too, here in a little bit. So with that, you have dogs. How many folks do you have in the shelter right now?
Well, right now we have 11 dogs up for adoption. Okay. That's a low number for us, but we are having some work done in the kennels.
Gotcha.
And that's, part of why that's happening. But I would just to talk about the process a little bit.
Yeah.
We have, if you want to meet Rosalind, you can stop down when we're open. Like today, we're open from 1 to 5:30. And what we would do is have you fill out an application, and then you would meet Rosalind. And if you happen to have, I guess Rosalind's no other dog, so that's where we would stop. Normally, if a dog would go in with another dog, it'd be a dog meet as well. But so you do the meet, and or you could do the expedition. Taking her out for a test drive. See,
absolutely.
It gets her out of the shelter. She's happy.
Right. And even if it doesn't work out, you do a good community service, and that you're giving Rosalind a nice day on the town, which is important.
And there's plenty of things you can do. So.
We get you calmed down just to end the segment, Rosalind. All right.
So something I was curious about, if I can ask her.
Yeah, please.
Life with Ben, how's the week been?
Oh my gosh, Ben is amazing. He's getting along great with my Henry, my other cat, and I'm totally in love with Ben. He's amazing.
If you need a refresher, this was last week at this time, and I've never seen anything like this on our show. He was not having us at all. And I'd say, almost immediately, we handed him to Alyssa. and they fell in love, and you
Yeah,
adopted him,
I
which
did.
is awesome. We knew it. I knew it was going to happen.
Well, out in the green room, as
Yeah.
soon as he came out, he didn't want anything to do with me. Andrew was out there, and somebody was out there. No, Dakota was out there. Or not Dakota, sorry, I'm getting his name screwed up. Bronson was out there. I do know your names. And, just nothing to do with us, went right to her and stayed. So
Yeah, he did.
Cool.
And I mean, it's love at first sight. So you talk about that and just what it means for a cat and for a dog.
I mean,
you change their lives.
For and Dennis Webster, who's on the radio, said it best. You think about, for somebody, you could be 30, 40, 50 years old.
Yeah.
What are the days you actually remember?
Yeah.
Weddings, animal adoptions.
Seriously.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, yeah.
And that one, I mean, that was like lightning striking.
Yeah.
I felt like that was such a cool moment.
It really was. So congratulations to many happy years
Yes,
together with
well,
you
thank you
and
for
Ben. And
bringing Ben.
Again, Rosalind looking for a happy home. CHPHumane.org, the place to go to learn more about her. Happy National Dog Day, Rosalind. Thank you for coming on. Coming up next, we have a pretty cool preview story. The Jamestown Red Raider Marching Band. They're hosting a community showcase of their upcoming season tonight. We have an exclusive look ahead of that performance.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
Slow down.
Slow down and move over.
Move over.
When you see signs,
Lights.
Vests.
please give us some room.
Slow down.
Slow down and move over.
When you need help,
It's our job
To help you.
to save you.
despite the danger.
This danger is real. Do your part.
Please
Slow down. Slow down. And move over.
move over.
Catch your first defense forecast daily on WNY News Now.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping, maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
Well, finally here today, students with Jamestown High School's Red Raider Marching Band, they'll be showcasing their musical talents at Jefferson Middle School tonight for friends, families, and community members alike.
Yeah, it's called the Parent Preview Night. Everyone is invited. The marching band will be performing select songs from this fall's production, Lunar Odyssey. I caught up with some of the kids who were very busy practicing yesterday.
Song 1 has very good introductions to our show, which is 2022 Lunar Odyssey. And I feel that Lunar Odyssey, all of it, would be a great show, not only for the marching band, but for the entire city to come and see for our preview night.
Drummer Cuoco anticipates that Lunar Odyssey will be the best performance to date.
Our marching band year featuring Lunar Odyssey would be one of the greatest that we have ever had. Like, we are recovering from the pandemic. We made a comeback with our 2021 show, Evita, and it was pretty positive, to say the least. But I feel that Lunar Odyssey is going to be much better than Evita. I feel that this preview night is going to be a really big deal.
There are many different reasons why one might be a marching band. Confidence, or the love of music, or just
My favorite part about being a marching band is that you get to travel around the state, performing for people and seeing people cheer for you, and not only that, make wonderful music. The music is so well done, so well composed, and well executed.
I play trumpet, and it makes me feel very prideful about myself.
For some, the most exciting part about the preview night is working together as a team.
Enthusiasm from all of my bandmates who are working with me to make all of this happen, as well as dedication to our music, and as well as putting on a great performance.
The preview night will be held at 8 p.m. tonight at Strider Field, and that's next to Jefferson Middle School. All are invited to attend the free event.
Wow, thank you for that, Alyssa. Really great sound, too. Like, they are sounding A1 right there, so certainly a good one to catch out. And you know what? My parents live close enough to Jefferson. Yeah. We can hear them practice sometimes.
Can you really?
It's so cool, yeah. So, well, that is it for us today. News continues 24/7 at WNYNewsNow.com. Have a great weekend.